Hello and welcome. Hello, my dears. Welcome back to my channel. Hi. Oh, it's the Leo full moon is coming up. It really is coming up. It's coming up in a few days. And myself and everyone that I know are going through just chaos. Nothing we can't handle. Nothing we can't handle, but just like I processed it all and I handled it all and I've been taking care of myself, but like this morning was so stressful for me. It was like I had issues with my bike getting to work. I couldn't return my bike because all the racks were full. It turned into this hours-long nightmare. Just a bunch of crazy stuff piled on top. I don't even want to rehash it all because it's all processed and feeling very peaceful and lovely after the fact. But like, and then my other friend came in and was like, this crazy thing happened. And then my other friend was like, this crazy thing is happening. And we were all just like, what is literally going on? So I hope that you're all peaceful whenever you find this. I have no particular downloads for this message. I just want to see what comes out because there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're out here. We're riding the waves. We're learning how to surf, baby. Okay? I feel like there's themes about self-worth and self-acceptance coming into my mind. But yeah, just like the Leo full moon, and my friend told me that the Leo full moon is going to be spicy, angry. So to be aware of my feelies and to know that maybe my first reaction is not my truth. Which was definitely the case today because I started losing my mind, and then once I settled down at home, I realized that a couple of things that I was freaking out about were not actually to be froke out about. We love when that happens. I got this beautiful new lamp that is so good light. Bap bap in it. Beep, in it, okay, so we have the Chariot reverse, the World reverse, Justice, and the Magician. Literally all major arcana. So that is a lot of big energy. That's a lot of big life shifts. So I feel like I'm talking to someone who is at an epic critical point in their journey. Just off of that fact right there. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of tectonic shifts happening. But it feels like, yeah, the Chariot reversed, the World reversed, the Magician reversed, and Justice upright. So the only upright card here is Justice. So what that tells me is that whatever is going on in your life right now is exactly what's supposed to be happening, and not to fight it. I can practice I've been practicing this in my own experience where like I think part of it is a healthy ambition, and part of it is like this old masculine energy trauma response of like, I always have to be going to the next thing. I always have to be accomplishing. I always have to be moving forward to the next thing. And it's like, honey, life is perfect exactly where you are right now. Life is perfect exactly as it is. So just know that wherever you are in your experience right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And I know that we sometimes probably get tired of hearing things like that, and oh, that's a cliche, whatever. But it's like these things that we call cliches exist for a reason. First of all, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And I think if you look back on your experience, I know that this is true for me. If you look back on your experience, there are a lot of places in your life throughout your journey that you've probably not seen the benefit of until maybe years later. Times that you wanted to escape, times that you wanted things to be really different when you were just waiting for the next thing to happen. When you look back, you can see how that fits into the scope of your life so beautifully, and that everything really did happen exactly the way it was supposed to get you where you are. Yeah, I really don't feel like this is a time of forward motion for you. I feel like you're being almost held still, like God is holding you still at this point in your life for a very divine purpose. You might have all these ideas coming about the next things that you want to build in your life, about the dreams that you want to work on. I wonder if you just heard, there's this like weird noise that happens every night. You have a lot of big, grand ideas for what you want to create in life. And that's beautiful. But you're being held still right now. And that might be a little frustrating to you, because you have this tunnel vision about the lifestyle or the life that you want to build for yourself. And you feel like a little bit of frustration about where things are at. Maybe there's a career goal that you have, and you feel like it's not happening fast enough for you. And it could feel like it's really screwing up your self-worth and your idea of yourself. Maybe you're looking back at the past. I just heard like something about, like, this is not what I wanted for myself. This is not what I dreamed of when I was a kid. It's like, take a moment then to ask yourself what God could be holding you still for. Is there more healing that needs to be done? Is there more, are there certain areas of your life that need further development, like your friendships, your relationship with yourself? Do you need to learn how to rest and relax? I will tell you very quickly and just loosely a story about this from my own life. Like, I am a singer and an entertainer, and when I was 23, this was 11 years ago, I was being looked at by some of the biggest record labels in the world. I was in the A&R's house for Warner Brothers. I was going to meetings at Universal, having Grammy winners like produce music for me. It was absolutely insane. And I was 23 and I didn't even realize just how crazy what was happening was. I look back on this shit and I'm like, feels like another universe. But I was right there on ultimate success in the music world. And I look back on that with so much gratitude that never really came to fruition, and all those A&Rs didn't want me at that moment, because I was 23 and I would have wound up dying without a doubt. You know, I had a lot of mental health stuff that I hadn't looked at yet. I was not in recovery yet. And there's no doubt in my mind that I would have been crushed to death by fame at that age. So that's a really good example for, just from my perspective, of sometimes you don't understand that you are being divinely protected. You are being divinely redirected. So what is it? Where can you go within and alchemize this time? Because you're being held still for a reason. What is it in you that needs further development in order to, because you know you're going to get there eventually. And it doesn't matter, like, if it's success, like, look at all the beautiful people who have made insane, world-changing careers. My hair is herring. Look at all the people who have had world-changing, influential, inspirational careers who didn't pop until they were older, in their 40s, in their 50s, like. And I'm sure they would say the same, where it's like, I'm so glad I didn't hit at a younger age, because I would not have been ready for this. You know? The Justice being the only upright card is such a clear message of everything is going exactly the way it's supposed to. You are right where you're supposed to be. Nothing is out of place. So if it doesn't feel like that, maybe it's nervous system work that needs to be done. Maybe it's mental health stuff that needs to be sorted through, because maybe there's a reason that you're not able to relax with life exactly the way it is. There's got to be a living situation sorted out, money stuff, you know, spiritual stuff. The sacred pause, right? I hear a lot about that in the circles that I am in. We're also in the middle of feminine energy season, which is exactly the time of the year that we're supposed to be going within. This is not a time of a bunch of forward motion in nature, and we are in flow with nature today. So, like, the animals are hibernating. We're going within physically in our homes. We're going in spiritually within ourselves to plan big picture what we want in life. Get very, very clear about what it is that you want in life, so that the universe knows what to even align you with. I talked about something similar to this on my Patreon. I am now making Patreon-only videos. The link to my Patreon is in the description box below and pinned comment. Yeah, so just relax and know that everything is sorting itself out exactly where it's supposed to be. There might just be a deeper level of understanding that's being asked of you right now, a deeper level of work before masculine energy season comes in spring and summer when we're supposed to be moving forward, when we're supposed to be out in the world and shining. But now we're shining inside, okay? With my beautiful little lamp. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time.